name's Marc Gill. This is Marc's on the Grill. Today we are talking about beef. It's what's for dinner, or at least it used to be before it got so crazy expensive that it's like half of last week's paycheck to get one of these things now. So I wanted to take a second and share with you the most foolproof way that you're going to get to take a piece of meat like this and just make it delicious and perfect every single time. So outside, we fired up our smoker. We're using a Traeger pellet smoker. You can use whatever you got. And we're going to set it at 350 degrees, just like you would your oven, okay? This all actually cooks a lot faster than you think it does when you first get going, all right? So now, we have a beautiful, lovely beef tenderloin here. It's about 5.5, 6 pounds, all right? And we've got our Marc's on the Grill beef seasoning and rub. Now, here's what's important about this, all right? This is a big piece of meat, man, and beef is a hearty, robust flavor. So you don't want any like dainty little spices with it. You want to make sure that you got the goods with this. So listen, we've traveled the world over the past 25 years. I have learned from the best, borrowed from the rest, and we've curated this incredible beef rub for you. Hell, look at this. Guys, check this out. I mean, we've got some incredible Tuscan seasonings in there. That sea salt, look at the size of the chunks in that, man. You want to make sure that this sits on top of that meat and, you know, kind of renders in nice and slow over time. You don't want anything thin in there that just basically dissolves as soon as it hits the surface. Holy cow, this is the real deal. We smoke our paprika, big elephant ear garlic goes in there. It's nice stuff, nice stuff. All right, so here's what you want to do. You want to take a little bit of olive oil and just kind of drizzle the top there, and you're going to work that in on the top and the bottom. Let me set that over there. Now, here's the deal, all right? As I'm doing this, I want you to notice something that you may have figured out already. This end is a lot bigger than this end, all right? So here's what happens, of course, by the time this hits the right temperature, this over here is, well, sometimes it's unrecognizable, right? So what you want to make sure you do, guys, is, you know, either be okay with everybody at the dinner table being all right with a different kind of meat. This is going to be like super well done. Well, this is rare. Or you can go ahead and you can cut this, all right? And that's what I like to do. Now, when you got a piece of meat like this, you really don't want to mess around with trying to guess when it's going to be done. You want to make sure that you've got a thermometer to use, okay? That's a big deal. Now, we're going to do it in a way here, like I said, where we're going to cut the small piece from the large piece. And that means that we've got two pieces cooking at the same time. Look how quick Marc learns. So we want to be able to keep an eye on both of those at the same time. So I got a really cool thermometer I'll show you outside. It's by Maverick, and Maverick builds them all. Maverick and iChef got together on this one. It's got like 4 probe settings, all kinds of neat stuff. But what's cool is I can check it out remotely. So listen, a lot of salt and pepper in there, a lot of garlic, a lot of seasonings, a lot of different spices, a lot of smoked paprika. So go ahead and just get that right in there like that. So now you're going to go ahead and you're going to take your knife and you're just going to kind of pick a spot. Now this one is not quite as dramatic as some that I've seen, so I'm going to pick right about here. So then that way this side over here has got a fighting chance. All right, we're just going to go ahead and just right down the bottom like that, and then and it's like a video game. No, it's not. Now, here's what I want to do with this. I want to sear this off a little bit so I can get a little bit of that, you know, just kind of that grill-fired flavor on there. You can do this outside on the grill as well, only it's pouring rain outside, so that's why we're inside today. I love these induction burners, you guys. There's all kinds of makes and models out there. Make sure you've got cookware that's going to work with it. But what's cool about these, you can take them anywhere, and that is just the coolest darn thing. The temperature control is great, all that kind of stuff. And for your sear, do yourself a favor, use a nice, big, heavy cast iron pan, all right? This one's neat because it's non-stick. I mean, if I'm using this stuff, I might as well tell you the cool stuff we use, right? Can you imagine non-stick cast iron? We actually, now listen, the outside of it, you know, that is what it is. You're on your own there, okay? It's like a polyester silicone. But we went out for the summer, and we like left this outside. Oops, right? You ever done that to a cast iron pan? You know what a rusty mess that is? Look at the inside, you guys. Look at the cooking surface. All we did was take this in and give it a wipe, and it was good to go. Can't talk enough about that. All right, I'm going to sear off all of these sides, and then we're going to head outside, and we're going to put these in the smoker, okay? Now, here's the deal, though. I'm probably going to give this about a 15 to 20 minute head start, all right? And then that way we can ensure that things are going to be easier even at about the same time. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. sometimes it rains. Alright guys, so here we are, we're out in the backyard. I got my Traeger fired up, 350. Nailed it for like a second. There it is again. Okay, good. That's the beautiful thing about those. It cycles back. I don't have to keep throwing wood in. So, we got our beef seared off. We've got our beautiful Marks on the Grill beef seasoning and rub on there. Now, here's the thing. Remember, this is beef loin, so big here, little here, right? So burnt to a crisp here, perfect here. So slice it. Just cut it in half, man. You're going to cut the thing anyway, so why not? This way, you can cut those two separate pieces, two separate times, two separate ways. But you got to keep an eye on both of them, right? Like I said, this is a lot of money for one of these things, so make the investment in a good thermometer. If you can get one that's got more than one probe, that's even better. If you can get one that's got more than one probe and has a Bluetooth signal or some kind of signal where you can check it out from like somewhere else, that's the best. So we've got our iChef here from Maverick. Maverick makes like every thermometer on the planet. It's fantastic. So this one actually holds 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, so you can keep an eye on 2 pieces of meat, the temperature of your smoker, and your kid's forehead, whatever it is you want it to do. So here's what we're going to do, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to set this in our smoker, and then we're going to go ahead and put these probes in. So what I like to do is just take these out, and we're battling the rain here. It is what it is. There we go. All right. Oh, God, it smells good out here. You can't even feel it. So let's get our big guy on here, because what we're going to do is we're going to let this guy have about a 15 to 20 minute head start, because, well, let's be honest, it's a bigger piece, right? Let me go ahead and get our probe here. Now go ahead and stick it right in the thickest part of the meat. A little bit to, you know, if you got to pick a top half or bottom half, go towards the top half just a little bit, because there's always a little bit of extra heat on the bottom, and you don't want that to throw your reading off, okay? That's just my little tip for you. And then we're just going to put that in number 1 and set it to the side. Now I've got an app on my phone that actually lets me know what's going on with that at all times, so that's pretty cool. I can check it out from inside. So like I said, we're going to give this about a 15-minute head start. This cooks a lot quicker than you think it does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on this. When this hits about maybe, I would say 80 degrees, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to put the small one in, and hopefully that gives us a good chance of it all getting done together. So guys, I'm telling you, I can't wait. Rumble, rumble. See you for the little piece. All right, so our big guy has got about a 20-minute head start, 79 degrees. I was close again. I'm getting pretty good at this. So now we want to put the smaller end in there, okay? So come on and have a look here. Again, the reason we're doing this is because a tenderloin is much bigger at one end than it is on the other end. So, you know what? You can cook it all at once, but then the other end, well, we went through this before. Cut it in half, life's easier. You guys have a look here. That one looking beautiful and nice and lovely. So now, and I've already got the probe in this one, let's go ahead and put this one on. There we go. Oh, I love that sizzle. That's my song. There we go. Cool. Go ahead and plug this in on the other side, which is very cool. So now we can keep an eye on both of them. So now we can keep an eye on both of them at the same time inside the house, because you can tell it's raining. That's what makes those extended range thermometers pretty cool, man. All right, so all we need to do now is wait for it to get finished. Then we'll pull it off, let it rest, and cut into this. Oh, man, I can't wait. So there it is, 135, that's the temperature we're looking for. Now, if you remember, we cut this tenderloin almost in half, and the reason for it is because it's big on one end, small on the other, and we gave it about a 20-minute head start, all right? So that's about 20 degrees. So I'm going to cycle through the probes here and have a look. I don't always nail it like this, but sometimes, man, look at this. It caught up, and they are both at 136 degrees at the exact same time. I'm so glad there's video evidence of that. Now, I haven't looked at this yet, because remember, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. Check this out. Oh, man. That's why it smells so good out here. All right, let me go ahead and yank that one out. We'll set it in there. We'll yank this one out, set it in here. Holy cow. This is like, I can't even deal with this. Look at that smoke ring. Look at that red right there. Oh, yeah. The dogs showed up. I knew they would. There's that one. And, oh, can you believe what you're looking at? That's gorgeous. God, I love these Traegers. That's dripping down my hand now. Gorgeous is painful. Ouch. Wow. Yeah, get a good shot of that. That's beautiful. So, guys, here's what's going to happen. We are going to head inside into the rain, and we are going to let these rest for no less than 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe 15 to 20. Guys, the longer you let these rest, the more those juices inside start redistributing and come on out. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up and get that down there. And I'm gonna get my little guy and my big guy that cooked at the exact same time now. That's pretty sweet. Guys, we'll see you in about 15 to 20 minutes to cut into these. Oh, man. All right, there it is. It's all done. Actually, take a second. Come on and take a good look at this. I mean, this is like Christmas morning time. Check this out, man. This is it. This is the beef tenderloin. This is the one you dream about and wait for special occasions, man. I wish you could smell it in here. It's unreal. Between the smoke from the pellets and the smoker that we use, that Traeger, and the spices that are in our beef seasoning and rub, holy cow. So let me just put this aside. There we go. And I'm going to spin this around now. Remember what we did, okay? At the top of this guy, did you see that? Oh, I hope I can zoom in on that one. Oh, remember we cut this in half so that both of these sides would all cook even. Look at this, you guys. That is dead on. Oh man, this is it. This really is the treat. This is, oh man. There's not enough words. Here we go. And I got that, look at that. There's that smoke ring we were looking for. That's that beautiful, beautiful ring that pulls in all that flavor from the Traeger pellets or whatever it is you decide to use for food. I mean fuel. Well, these make you happy. All right, let's cut this up and then we'll go to the other side. Now here's what I wanted to show you. As we get towards the end here, if you don't cut these in half, or at least cut the thin part off, this here just gets like remarkably dry. But watch this. There's actually still juice in that kind of Chateaubriand tip. That is absolutely outstanding. You would never, ever, ever see that if you didn't cut these in half first. So there we go. Let's just spread that out. Can you see that? This is what it's all about. Look at the separation of those fibers, you guys. That's why that beef tenderloin just absolutely melts in your mouth. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right. Okay, here we go. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Boy, guys, with the right tools, the right results are every single time. This is so nice. Look at that. Oh, and every slice is the same. Every slice is the same. Remember that tip. Cut it in half, get yourself a thermometer that'll monitor two sides at once, and you know you're going to have just the perfect dinner every single time. And you know what? That's what's cool about this. You can just keep doing that and push it away, and do that again and push it away. There's so much juice in one of these cuts, man. It never, ever, ever stops. Love it. Okay, so guys, that's it. Holy cow, this is unbelievable. This is that beef tenderloin with that perfect smoke ring. The juices never stop flowing. Oh gosh, you gotta try this, you guys, and give that rub a shot. You're gonna love it. My name's Marc Gill. This has been Marc's on the Grill. We will see you next time out back when it stops raining.